Hello, this is Robert Perkins, the immigration professor, and welcome to my video on the importance of background checks, especially for deferred action as announced by President Obama a few weeks ago. You can see all of our informational videos on our website, which is www.immigrationprofessor.com, or if you have a specific question about a case, give us a call, 888-439-4560. So this is our video on background checks and the importance of background checks. One of the things I've found is that people will have a run-in, there may be a conviction for something, and they may think it doesn't count. Well, it's very important that we actually know and that we have it analyzed by an attorney and that a background check be done by somebody who's qualified to do those checks. We actually have some links on our website to some very qualified background check companies in the United States. So a couple of things I think people really need to know before they go and rush and submit that immigration application. Some misunderstandings we're seeing. We see people, for example, that have an expungement of a criminal sentence. Well, I want to mention that immigration still considers that a conviction, even if it's been expunged, and many times an FBI report or, for example, a California DOJ report will show that crime still on the record. So immigration will see it or somehow find out about it. So it's very important that your attorney or that you know about it so that you can deal with whether it's going to bar you from getting immigration status, and if it does bar you, potentially even get you deported. So expungement still counts as a conviction for immigration purposes. Another thing that counts is supervision. I have a lot of clients that come in and say, well, I don't have anything, I just have supervision, and the criminal court judge said it wouldn't be on my record. Well, guess what? Immigration, again, has a different standard on what they consider to be a conviction. Again, emphasizing the importance of doing a background check and knowing what's on your record. So even supervision is considered, any form of restraint or punishment in the immigration law is considered a conviction. So another thing that people need to be aware of is deferred adjudication. There are states where, for example, you withhold a guilty plea, you admit that you committed a crime, but you withhold a guilty plea, and then the judge dismisses the case. Sometimes deferred adjudication can be not a conviction, but there has to be no admission of guilt in the crime. Again, it's important to have this analyzed by a lawyer, but many times deferred adjudication programs, and I missed my J here, can still be a conviction. Again, important to have it analyzed, to do the background check by a very qualified background check company, and we have a link to one on our website, and also have it analyzed by an attorney to make sure that you do not get deported in your excitement to try to get status. So next is probation. I have clients that say, oh, I don't have a conviction, I got probation. Well, again, probation is some kind of restraint on you, so it is considered by immigration a conviction. Another one is fines or community service. A lot of people said, oh, this was no big deal, I did X, I got a fine, I got community service. Well, again, anything like that is considered a conviction, and you need to deal with it somehow. Finally, there's one thing actually that most of the time is not a conviction, which is called pretrial diversion. I'll define it in a minute, but I wanted to tell you that we have a library of immigration topics covered on our website, which is www.immigrationprofessor.com, or if you have a specific question about a matter or need representation nationwide, call us at 888-439-4560. So pretrial diversion is the one thing here that is almost never a conviction. That's where the prosecutor says, you know what, we're not going to prosecute you if you do certain things. So generally that doesn't involve going to the court or admitting your guilt to a court. So pretrial diversion many times is not a conviction and doesn't count for immigration purposes. Again, it's very important to know what you might have on your record, even if it was something that happened years ago, or if you think it's nothing. You definitely don't want that coming up to immigration and it being something that blows up. Again, you can see all of our videos on our website, www.immigrationprofessor.com. We also have a link, at least in California, to California LiveScan, which we use for our criminal background checks, which is extremely thorough. I'll give a little plug for them, and does a terrific job of doing those things. So if you have specific questions about your case, please give us a call, 888-439-4560, including these topics and others. Again, we represent people all over the country. Thank you so much.